This is a show where a comic does some time, then they tell me all about it. Walk me through this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time again to walk me through it, and I hope you walk me through it. Rob, I'd love it if you walk me through it. And our next guest is Patrick Hakeem.
Hello. What's going on, guys? I am single for the first time in 10 years. Thank you. I like that. You have fuck that whore energy. I appreciate that, sir. Some of you were looking at me like I lost in the situation. Didn't appreciate that. But coming out of a 10-year relationship is coming out of like being frozen in a science fiction movie, like in a pod, and the doors just open, and you're like, what year is this? And look, when I got into the 10-year relationship, there was one dating app, Tinder. That's it. Now I'm out, I'm overwhelmed. There's Hinge, there's Bumble, there's eHarmony, and I tried to make an eHarmony profile, and eHarmony started to piss me off right away. They started asking me questions like I was taking an exam for a soulmate. They were just like, questions like this. They're like, do you like smoking? Do you kind of like smoking? Are you neutral to smoking? Do you kind of not like smoking? Do you hate smoking? And I'm like, eHarmony, why don't you first show me how hot this chick is, and I'll tell you how much I hate smoking. Oh, is she super hot? Guess what? She can smoke in the bed, put the ashtray on my butt, blow smoke in my butthole out of my pee hole. I couldn't care less. I'm originally from Montreal, and I've had a lot of odd jobs before becoming a stand-up comedian. The oddest job I ever had in my life was script writing pornography for Brazzers.com. Okay, this guy's applauding. We got a fan here. Round of applause if you don't know what Brazzers.com is. Brother, this guy you didn't applaud for or against. Like, if I would turn off all the lights here and turn on a black light, I believe you would start to glow, okay? Like, did you applaud for not knowing what Brazzers is?
No idea.
Okay, ma'am, what is your name?
Melanie.
Melanie, you seem to be like a very nice woman that I'm going to take a knee to explain this to you. Okay, if Brazzers.com is not the #1 paid porn site in the world, it's #2, okay? But they paid, like, you pay for a subscription, like Netflix, but just for pornography. Even though it's free, there's guys that are like, I need to fucking pay for this. I don't want the free shit. I want to pay for this goddamn shit. I want to support the artists. Okay, first of all, and they think they're better than the other paid porn sites because they're script-based, like the traveling salesman, the flight attendant. Like, I wrote very, very complex scripts of, like, a woman walking into a doctor's office being like, I think there's something stuck in my throat. And the doctor's like, we're going to fix that right now. First of all, no one knows why it's called Brazzers, and I will tell you why. It is called Brazzers because 4 Lebanese guys started the company in Montreal. And if you say brothers with a broken English Middle Eastern accent, it's Brazzers. Yeah. This whole time you thought it was like a sex position or like a bustier. No. Just 4 guys fighting over a fattoush salad about what to name their company. And guys, in a year and a half, I wrote about 143 scenes. Yeah, you say, wow, that's a good reaction. I like that no one applauded for that because you shouldn't. Like, you think as a young man, I tell you, 143 scenes in 18 months, that's 128 very bad ideas, okay? As a young man, you're like, oh, if I ever got a job writing pornography, I could write all day, all night. You have 10 ideas tops before you get to your cubicle one day and you're like, I don't know how to make these people come anymore. Like, you just like, My sixth idea, I plateaued it, okay? My sixth idea, I wrote a Ghostbusters parody, okay? Female Ghostbuster walking through a haunted house. All of a sudden, dicks started coming through the walls. She's like, oh, I think I know how to fix this. And then she blew the dick so well, a man materialized and had sex with her on the floor. Okay, usually that part gets more laughs, but fair enough. You're like, we were on board until you described this heinous act. But you know what? This story is very long, and I got the light. But I'll tell you this. My dad, he was a notorious cheater, okay? And even though I hated his guts for cheating on my mother, his game was out of this world, okay? My last name is Hakeem, and he used to tell women that he's the Hakeem of Hakeem Optical. Guys, I've been Patrick Hakeem. Thank you so much.
Walk me through this.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Brazzers.
Brazzers.
How's your brothers doing?
Brazzers doing.
Yeah. Oh, I always thought it was just a cheeky name.
No, I used to think that too until they're like, you want to know what the name is? Come here. And they tell you over like a plate of, tabbouleh.
Tabbouleh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat that.
No, you're right. You're like, no.
No, what's
I'm
this
I'm good.
dressing?
They're like, this
Nobody.
is garlic sauce. You're like, sure it is, buddy.
Yeah. Now, did you ever feel like you were connecting with your audience on Brazzers? Writing these scenes? Did you ever get mail?
No,
or
I had-
anything?
I had a ghost, I had a name that wasn't my own name. I used to write on the name of Bram Stroker.
Oh! Bram Stroker.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I want to be classy about this.
That's right. Very gothic.
Yeah, very.
But yeah, I just think it's like trying to come up with wonderful scenarios. And it must be hard.
Yeah, it really is. You have to.
It has to be hard.
You have to pitch. We used to have there was this Lebanese guy named Fawaz who was like super aggressive that you used to have to pitch your ideas to, and it was like in a boardroom, and he was like from Lebanon, and he was very passionate about pornography, but super aggressive. Like he would stand up and he goes, "All right, everyone, we are here today to pitch stories of sexual nature." And then he would look at me and goes, "Brother Hakeem, get up! Make it good." And you'd be like, "Oh, there's a girl, there's dicks," and then he wouldn't even look at you. He was so pretentious. He would make that like camera lens thing and start looking into a square, like he could envision the pornography you're pitching.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah. It's like,
I
no,
don't see
not
the cocks.
sex in it. Yeah, more. It's the tongue, more sexualness, more men. And I'm like, okay, bro.
Why is Lebanon such a powerful sexual place? Why are they so driven?
Blue mascara.
Oh, beautiful. Now, do you have a lot of material about divorcing? Or like, it wasn't a divorce, you were just in a long relationship?
No, we are getting divorced, but this is all new, and I was kind of like,
I'm sorry.
that's all good.
I made Ben cry.
No, I mean,
about his
I think
parents.
Ben cried because he kept fucking up the mic. But,
Well, it's his own fault. And again, so. No, but after I was divorced, I always thought, oh, this is really funny material. And people always treat you like you're being
like
bitter.
you're broken, or you're
or something like
Well, I used to start that joke with "my wife left me."
Oh, people hate that.
People just went.
You're now someone we don't like.
But I say I'm single for the first time in 10 years.
They're
now.
all like, whoa!
Yeah! Change some words around. Same joke. Here, eat this. You know what I mean?
Try the tabbouleh on that one. I was going to say something about Hakeem Optical, but you did it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Hakeem Optical. It's one of my favorite optical areas.
jingles.
Yeah, for sure.
I also like the I believe it's Pizza Nova jingle. Very nice as well. Amazing.
It's tremendous. The other optical place is Lens Crafters.
Yeah.
But it always made me a bit angry because they couldn't tell you if it would be done in an hour.
No.
No, they couldn't just say, you'll get your glasses in an hour. It always says, in about an hour.
In about an hour.
In about an hour.
It's like-
Why can't you tell me an hour? What is it? Why?
Because they're not as efficient as Hakeem Optical.
That's right, Hakeem, the dream, optical. I don't know, there was something about but divorce. Trying to write, you're right, because I don't know, I just, I didn't want to sound bitter or angry or like that I was angry about the situation, so I wrote this awful material.
Well, did she leave you or did you leave her?
Oh, well, no, what happened was she said, I think I should leave. And by leaving, I mean, I want you to get out of here.
Oh. Nice. It's like, you get the fuck out of here.
I think I have to leave you. And by leave you, I mean, I'm staying here in the house and you're going out. See, now it's funny. I figured it out. But it,
Yeah, you're like, wait a
back in the
minute.
day, I was like, oh, I'm
Why are
just
my
hanging-
bags packed?
What? Yeah, I could go on. But
Yeah.
I won't, because this isn't about me.
It's about my divorce.
No, yeah, it's about, a lot of your stuff is about personal experiences, though,
Right.
right? So is that where how do you decide that something is going to be applicable to everybody? That's the thing about comedy, is like you have to make it so it's relatable to everybody. What do you write it all and then try it and then find out what's not working?
I find, like, I write, but then whenever I do a lot of open mic stage to harness the joke, then I find whatever I wrote really looks different from what comes out after performing it so much. And then I'm like, why did I even bother writing? I should have just kept performing and just working that muscle out. But it's nice to see it on paper and to see it all like formulated and be like, this is not even the joke anymore.
It must be
But
nice.
the thing about it's like, I find it's like, I like my comedy to be authentic. And now it's like all the jokes that I had about being in a relationship or being married or going on vacation together, I'm like, that's out the door, and I gotta like, which pisses me off because I had a hot 20 before she left me, and I'm like, that's the thing that pissed me off the most, that she took the 20 minutes away from me, and now I gotta figure out new fucking material.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I think we're very similar because all of my stuff is personal and, comes from my own personal experience. Like, nurses taking treasure chests out of my colon.
Yeah.
That stuff happens to me.
Yeah.
And I've got to use it. I got to share it or it'll hurt me.
And you gotta find and make it funny for everyone over here.
That's right. It's so beautiful. Not for her. She's not.
No, this
happy.
guy, and this guy was almost sleeping over here. Chicago hat. I saw you dwindling, turning
you
off
were
the
going
lights.
down.
This guy was like, you did a little of this. He's like, divorce.
You don't
Fuck
know.
these guys.
This is the whole thing now. Everything. Maybe he has some kind of syndrome, and you're just making him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a narcolept, or he's got.
Sir, have you
don't
had enough iron today?
Yeah. Are you anemic, sir? Are you anemic? Oh God! Someone bring me a bloody piece of liver for this gentleman. No, I thank you so much for being here.
Thank
You're
you for having
really
me.
fun and brilliant.
Walk me through this.